Okay. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good morning, Judge. Happy.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
We got a good number on. It's 9 o'clock straight up, so we'll get started. Let's see here. I will explain to the audience how we'll be calling the docket. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. Because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we will begin. Today is Friday, September 15th, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. We'll start with David Garza. David Garza.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Dave,
I'm here. I'm here.
Is it that a joke? Okay, I see you, David. Thank you. Checked in. Thank you, David. Nicole Renee Marin. Nicole Renee Marin. I think she's trying to unmute. Do you know how to unmute, ma'am? No, I'll circle back around to you. Eric Alejandro Ortega. Eric Alejandro Ortega.
Here, present.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Let's see. Nathan Damian Cabrera. Nathan Damian Cabrera. Irene Sophia Brown. Irene Sophia Brown. Alonza Noel Belt. That should be Bell, I think. Belt. Alonza. No, you there, Alonza? Okay, there you go. Got you checked in. Israel Jonathan Bright. Israel Bright. It's okay. Thank you, Israel. Got you checked in. John Jimenez. John Anthony Jimenez. Joseph Angel Valle. Joseph Valle.
Present.
Thank you, Joseph. Matthew Longloria. Matthew Longloria. Julianne Nicole Padilla. Juliana Nicole Padilla.
Counsel's present, Your Honor. I'm trying to get a hold of her.
Okay. I'll circle back around to the counselor. DeAndre Michael Cannon. DeAndre Michael Cannon.
Present.
This is Ashley Morgan. He's present. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, counselor. DeAndre, could you just announce one more time?
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Wasn't sure that was you. Luke Aaron Cantu. Luke Aaron Cantu.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. David Lee Hughes. David Lee Hughes. Daniel Alejandro Villalobos. Daniel Villalobos. Zulfarquar Jafar. Zulfarquar Jafar. Shaylin Chase. Shaylin Kimberly Chase. Ryan Anthony Garza. Ryan Anthony Garza. Sergio Diaz. Sergio Diaz. Philip Vincent Chavez. Philip Vincent Chavez. Booker, could you mute everyone, please, so there'll be no background noise? Philip Vincent Chavez. Samantha Christine Carmona. Samantha Christine Carmona. Michelle Annette McGowan. Michelle Annette McGowan.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Abner Leroy Davis. Abner Leroy Davis. Alma Delia Martinez. Alma Delia Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Counsel for Ms. Martinez present.
I'm here. Here you are.
Thank you, Ms. Martinez. We got you checked in. Thank you, Counselor. Antonio Munoz. Antonio Munoz. Randy Lee Fentress. Randy Lee Fentress.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Alejandro Sandoval. Alejandro Sandoval.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got to check in. Claudia Barrientos. Claudia Barrientos. Raymond Dominguez del Torre. Ramon Dominguez del Torre. Tracy Ann Dozrowski. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tracy Ann.
Present. I'm present, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Dorofnik. I know it's difficult.
Sorry for mispronouncing your name.
It's okay.
Jefferson Kenneth Villanese.
I'm
Jefferson.
here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got to check in. Eric Edward Westerman. Eric Edward Westerman.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got to check in. Jose Trinidad Aboitis. Jose Trinidad Aboitis.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got to check in. Ariana Christian Polk. Ariana Christian Polk.
I'm here.
Where's she sitting? Oh,
You're on your, I'm
Thank
here.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Got to check in. Quentin John Taylor. Quentin John Taylor. Rodriguez. Hector Servine Rodriguez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cornelio Ortiz, attorney for Mr. Servino Rodriguez, present.
Okay. Is Mr. Rodriguez present?
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Thank you, Counselor. Sharice Lene Dudley. Sharice Lene Dudley.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Frank Hernandez. Frank Hernandez. Bianca Rodriguez. Bianca Rodriguez.
Here you are. Here you are.
Oh, thank you, Bianca. Got you checked in. Jedediah Sky.
Yes, ma'am.
Jedediah. Am I pronouncing this correctly? Jedediah.
Jedediah Sky Penalter, and
Yeah.
I don't see him yet, but I'll wait, Judge.
Okay, I'll circle back around to it.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Christopher Carroll Jackson. Christopher Carroll Jackson. Pamela Lane Jeffrey. Pamela Lane Jeffrey. Jesse Aaron Lopez. Jesse Aaron Lopez.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Albert Joseph Kaiser. Albert Joseph, Counselor is present here. Albert Joseph Kaiser on the Zoom. Jail, okay, jail case. Victor Joseph Gomez. Victor Joseph Gomez.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Robbie Lee Jones. Robbie Lee Jones. Jail case. Jesus Trevino.
Good, Judge.
He's here. Okay, thank you, sir. Jesus, Jesus Trevino answered?
Robbie Jones.
Oh, Robbie Jones. So you're not in jail. Okay. All right. Thank you, Robbie. I got you checked in. Alexis Jasmine Ortiz. Alexis Jasmine Ortiz.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. I see you in the hallway. Angela Marie Alvarado. Angela Marie Alvarado.
I'm here, Judge.
Hey, ma'am, could you lower the camera a little bit so I can see your face?
Sorry.
There you go. Thank you. Got you checked in.
Thank you.
All right. I will go back through this list one more time for the individuals who will be coming in later, did not answer the docket call at 9 o'clock. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs on the Zoom, and that would be Alexis or Anthony. Even if you have talked to them, your last court setting defense attorneys, you have not changed your mind, you still want the exact same thing. I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I'm still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this county court 12 case, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket, and I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives, and we cannot do this without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into one of the breakout rooms and speak to one of the defense attorneys, get on the same page about the setting this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you have talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that call, that chat, that email was about this setting today, I'll take that as a confer. I would highly recommend that that's what you guys would do. So when we get on you get on the Zoom, and when I get to the part about who's all already conferred. If your desire is to quickly get a reset and release your client, we can do that because you would have conferred in advance. But we're here now. So moving forward, how we're going to do this is I need defense attorneys, the defense attorneys, to please send chats to Booker. Booker's going to line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout room. So it is 9:10, exactly 9:10 now. I say that to say that we do try to move things quickly in County Court 12. So usually by 10 o'clock, we're more than 75% down with the docket. So I say that with defense attorneys, when Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms, please do not pop out of those breakout rooms to say, no one has come to see me in the breakout room. You're just going to slow things down. Someone will be there shortly to discuss the matter of the case with you. Just exercising a little patience, guys, okay? All right, so I'm going to go back through this list one more time. Remember, I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on because you are in court. Please do not do things like wave your hands in the background. We have almost 50 people on this docket. I cannot see all of these blocks. So I need you guys to follow the instructions of unmuting yourselves, turning your camera on, and announcing yourself to the court. So at the end of the day, I don't inadvertently issue a warrant for someone that was here, but for the fact that they did not follow the instructions, okay? All right, so here we go again. Nicole Renee Marin, did Nicole get on the Zoom? Nicole Marin.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, got you checked in. Let's see. Nathan Damian Aragon, Cabrera Aragon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Oh, that's a joke. Okay, Nathan. Okay. Yeah. Irene Sophia Brown. Irene Sophia Brown.
Here, ma'am.
Thank you. Got you checked in now. John Anthony Jimenez. John Anthony Jimenez. Elizabeth, did he get on? Is Elizabeth not here? Okay. Matthew Michael Longloria. Matthew Michael Longloria. No. Juliana Nicole Padilla. Juliana Nicole Padilla. David Lee Hughes. David Lee Hughes. Daniel Alejandro Villalobos. Zafarquar Jafar.
I'm person right here.
Who's saying that?
Daniel Villalobos.
Yeah, okay, Daniel. Zafarquar Jafar. No. Shaylin Kimberly Chase. Shaylin Kimberly Chase. Ryan Anthony Garza. Ryan Anthony Garza.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ryan, got you checked in. Sergio Diaz. Sergio Diaz. Philip Vincent Chavez. Philip Vincent Chavez. Samantha Carmona. Samantha Carmona. Abner Leroy Davis. Abner Leroy Davis. Antonio Munoz. Antonio Munoz. Claudia Barrientos. Claudia Barrientos. Ramon Dominguez Del Torre. Quentin John Taylor. Frank Hernandez. Jedediah Sky Pinabar. Christopher Carroll Jackson. Pamela Lane Jeffrey. Jesus Trevino. I think they brought him up. That's a jail case. All right. I've now gone through this docket twice. Are there any individuals you think you're in the right place? You did not hear your name called at all this morning, either time?
I did it.
What is your name, ma'am?
Lakeisha Crawford.
Okay, is she on the docket? Because I don't remember that name.
No, Judge, I don't remember.
So hold on, sir. Lakeisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she going? Who is your attorney? Could you turn your camera on, ma'am? Could you turn your camera back on? There you go.
I don't remember his name.
Okay, do you know what your cause number or your SID number is?
No.
What is your birthday?
12/02/03.
12/02/03. Booker, can you look her up? I'll see if she's on the docket today.
Yeah,
I don't-
she's not on the docket until Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
What is that? What is that day?
September 19th.
September 19th. Ms. Crawford?
Oh, so it was rescheduled?
No, I have you for that day. Your number set on the 15th. Your last court date was 8/15, and then the next one was 9/19.
September 19th is her court day. That's Tuesday.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Crawford,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have an attorney? Booker, what is her attorney name in the document?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, okay. You have a public defender, okay? We'll tell him, could you stay on the docket? Ma'am, Booker, go to the breakout room and get her contact information. Maybe Ryan does not have it.
Did I miss it?
No. Just stay on the docket. We're going to get your contact information so we can give you the contact information for your attorney, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you can turn your camera off, but don't leave the docket yet. Don't leave the Zoom. All right. Is there anyone else that did not hear their name called at all this morning?
Anthony Mark Wilson.
Anthony Mark Wilson. Could I call that case, Booker? I think he was not set for today, but a different day. Sir, do you know who your attorney or your cause number?
Yes, ma'am. My attorney's Tim Roundtree. I was actually trying to go through some paperwork on my phone, but having a little bit of trouble this morning. So
Okay.
I think we're going to enter a plea. We had some paperwork I had to get taken care of.
Okay. Booker, is he separate today, Anthony Wilson? Chairman's attorney.
Yes, Judge.
He is separate today, but he just didn't get on the docket. He didn't make it to the docket. Was he an add-on?
No, Judge. He was supposed to be here Tuesday.
Is there a warrant for his arrest now?
No, Judge.
What happened? Did we recall the case?
I don't show a recall on it or anything. And I'm not sure why the warrant didn't issue, but I'll look into it.
Okay, all right. Mr. Anthony, I will get a hold of your attorney. Just stay on the, Anthony Wilson, just stay on the docket, okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Is there anyone else that did not hear their name called at all this morning?
Number 21, Judge.
Number 21? Okay,
She's just about to sign on,
okay, all
and
right.
she's gonna need a court-appointed attorney,
Okay, all right,
but she's downloading.
okay, all right. All right, anyone else? All right, okay. So before we move forward with other court matters, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. The first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with the plea. Booker, would you mind? Please mute in everyone. Anthony Wilson. Okay. First rule being defense attorneys are moving forward with the plea this morning. Remember, 2 sets of paperwork. One set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all of the paperwork, please get with Booker. Booker can put you in a breakout room with your client and you can go over these matters. I just don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. And when I call the case, we discovered that none of the paperwork or only part of the paperwork has been done. So an easy solution. Also, defense attorneys, when moving forward with the plea, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of Bexar County? I realize that San Antonio is a very touristy city. We get a lot of outsiders. But if you're moving forward with the plea and that paperwork has been sent over to the probation department and they do not know that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, your client is going to get a violation, a warrant will issue. Who needs that household at the beginning of your probation? Just let the court know, let your defense attorney know that perhaps you live in another county, even another state. This is America. You can live where you want to live. We just need to know this. Then I can make the decision if this case should be transferred over to wherever your client resides, or if I should allow your client to report to probation by Zoom, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if your client is an MTR on the docket, besides speaking with one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need the input from the probation department, right? Also, defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested at least twice for a DWI, your client's case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a specialty treatment court. I cannot order or mandate anyone into that program, but your client will be given the opportunity to be evaluated and talked to about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say that no one tried to reach out to them or talk with them, again, about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Now, besides presiding over County Court 12, I also preside over the mental health court. That too is a specialty treatment court. If anyone wishes their case to be transferred to that docket, please get with Booker. Booker can get that referral process started. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been professionally diagnosed with a mental health illness. If they think they are suffering from bipolar, PTSD, schizophrenia, severe anxiety or depression, etc., that is good enough for us. We will have them professionally seen by a doctor. I do run several dockets of mental health. One of the dockets being the PTD, the pretrial diversion mental health docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged from your client's record at no cost to your client. Just options for everyone. All right. So at this time, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? Just need to give a report to the court, give your client a reset, and release your client.
Yes, Your Honor. Good
Okay,
morning.
Mario. Good morning, Mario. What you got?
I have Alejandro Sandoval. I'm mixing up names here.
I do remember that case, Sandoval. That is number, let's see. Mario, do you know what number it is?
Yes, number 28, Your Honor.
Number 28. Okay. All right. So what you got, Booker? Number 28, Alejandro Sandoval.
Yes, Judge. For him, he's still waiting on his DWI court screening. We'll continue to wait till we get contacted from them.
Okay. All right, Booker, where are we in that process? Have you contacted Mary Jane?
He has, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's no updated notes right now.
Okay.
I'll send her an email and see like when the exact date will be for his screening.
Okay, no problem. All right. Let's give him another 30-day reset.
10/16.
Okay, 10/16. All right. Mr. Alejandro Sandoval, your court date has been reset to October 16th. So when you get that call from the DWI court for that evaluation, please do not miss that. You're just going to be delaying things, okay?
Okay.
So you are free to log on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
Yeah. You too. Mario, do you have any other matters?
Yes, Judge. I have Eric Ortega. He is number 3 on the docket. We're set to go for a plea. Our paperwork has been submitted, so I'll wait until the court is ready for that. And finally, just to bring to the court's attention, number 50, Robbie Jones. It's a he's noted as being in jail on the docket, but he was released from jail yesterday. This is an MTR. I'm listed as the attorney.
He's on the docket.
Yeah. I'm listed as the attorney on this case. However, I have not been hired as the attorney for Mr. Jones's case. I was the attorney on the underlying, but he has not hired us for this MTR. At this point in time, from discussing with Mr. Jones, it sounds like he may need a court-appointed attorney, or he may be interested in hiring a new attorney.
Okay. Charles, did you realize that was an MTR number 50?
No, ma'am, Your Honor, I did not. I'm sorry. Let me.
Okay, all right. Okay. Booker, do you might ask Mr. Jones want to go into a record room? Does he want time to hire an attorney, or does he want a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mario, do you have any other matters?
Nothing more this morning, Your Honor. Just waiting on the plea for Mr. Ortega when the court is ready.
Okay, all right. We'll take that up in a few moments. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mario. Just stay on. We'll take up that plea before I go to the mental health court matter. All right. Any other attorneys that have already conferred? Any other attorneys that have already conferred? Just need to
Judge,
give a
this is
report
Luis
to the
Martinez.
court. Yeah. Yes,
Judge,
Louis.
I'm here on Zul Jafar, number 16.
I do remember. Is he on now? Because he did not answer. Is he there with you?
Judge, I don't. Well, he's always been on, so we'll get him on. But Judge, I wanted to report that I've conferred with Anthony 2 days ago, and they're reaching out to the complainant to talk about an offer. So that's where we're at.
Okay, well, Mr. Jafari, this is his court date, so he needs to be on the Zoom. He needs to
And
get on
Judge,
this Zoom, okay? I know
We've
he
never
does-
had a problem with him. We've never had a problem with him before, so I'll get him on shortly.
Hi, I'm right here.
Okay, very good.
Oh, there he is, Judge.
Okay,
I'm
that's
so sorry for the
very good,
delay.
very good. Okay, Mr. Jafar, court starts at
ma'am.
9 o'clock. I've had an FTA by your name. All right, got you checked in now. All right.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Lewis, did you want a reset? What were you guys gonna do with that?
We need a short reset. Maybe about a 30-day reset so they can reach out.
Okay.
They've got contact with the complainant now, but they need to run the offer by her.
Okay, all right. Booker number 16.
1017.
1017. Okay. Mr. Jafar, your court date has been reset to October 17th, so you are free to log off. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
No, Judge, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, taking care. Have a good
Yes, ma'am.
weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Brewer.
All right.
Good morning, Judge. This is
All right. Okay. Who's that? Okay. All right. Shane, Kai. What do you
Hi,
got,
Judge.
Shane? Who's your client?
I have
How you
Eric
doing?
Edward Westerman. He was on early, and I just conferred again with ADA Alexis Garcia. And so we do need a reset this morning. We're trying to come to a resolution, but she was very fair and receptive in speaking with me this morning.
Okay. All right. So what we got, Booker, is number 35.
1016.
1016. Okay. Mr. Edward Westerman. Mr. Westerman,
Yes, Your Honor.
where did he go?
I'm here.
Okay,
Can you hear
your
me?
court date has been reset. I can hear you. Your court date has been reset to October 16th, so you are free to log off, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Counselor, do you have other matters?
No, Judge, that's all I have in
Okay.
County Court 12 this morning. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
Judge.
you, Booker.
No problem.
Okay.
Any other attorneys that have already conferred? Booker, I'm going to take up this, please, before I hop into that breakout room with the mental health court. We'll take up Mario's case. I think Eric Ortega.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so one case. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Do we have one of the ADAs out?
Booker, you asked me to come out here?
Yes. And I'm pulling Ryan out too because he has a plea ready. And we're gonna play on number 3 and number 2.
Number
Okay, very good.
three
Number
and
3 and number 2.
Which one are we doing first?
That's
Eric Ortega number
number 3. Number 3.
Ready for number 3?
Yes, ready for number 3. All right, here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Eric Alejandro Ortega, cause number 676038. With each side, state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Ortega. How are you doing, sir? Is Mr. Ortega on?
He had, sorry, Judge, he had messaged me during when you were taking announcements saying that he needed to step away briefly. But I think he was not anticipating to go up so quickly, but I just sent him some messages. But he should be back on very soon. If he's not, it looks like he might be back on now.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about
Mr. Ortega, are you? Okay, all right. Okay.
Hey, were y'all
Mr.
calling for me? I'm
Ortega, did you
sorry.
hear it? Yes. Okay. All right, so let's start again. So Mr. Ortega was not present. I did not realize that. At this time, the court will call the case of Eric Alejandro Ortega, cause number 676038. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antequera for the state.
Mario Moreno for the defendant.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Ortega. How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. Mr. Ortega, you are in court. You are actually being live streamed live on YouTube. Could you find a stationary place and stop moving around, sir?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Are you the same Eric Alejandro Ortega who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ortega, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand that document?
Yes.
Did you sign that document?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ortega, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, state, is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The state moves to waive the enhancement and proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any
No
objections?
objection. No objections, Your Honor.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 14 months deferred, 48 hours community service, a victim impact panel, DWI education, a TAP eval and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, a gun safety course, and forfeiture of the weapon involved. The state also will TIC cause number 676037, which is a UCW.
Was that on the docket today, guys? Because I only see 67. I don't see that cause number.
The other one's being TIC, Judge.
I know, but I do like to get that as part of the record, and I did not call that case. In fact, I don't even think I have that case out doing Booker. Because I write on the file for the clerks to see TIC case dismissed. So remember that, guys, if there's 2 cases or 3 cases involved, I want all of the cases pulled because all of those cases have to be part of the record. So Anthony, say that TIC cause number 6.
It's going to be cause number 676037.
Okay, very good, very good.
And that'll be my
All
fault,
right.
Your
So
Honor. when
anything
I
else from
informed
either
Booker
side?
about- Sorry.
Okay. Okay, no problem. All right. So Mr. Ortega, I see that you're taking a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain. The deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. It's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWIB, a $500 fine, court costs, 14 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, a VIP class, a TAP evaluation of follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, a gun safety course, forfeiture of the weapon is granted. We're going to TIC cause number 676037, and just for the record, this plea also includes that case, which is 676037 UCW handgun. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, just notice to the court that Mr. Ortega has completed DWI education, the victim impact panel, and the 48 hours of community service. He will provide proof of that to probation.
Okay, very good. All right.
Additionally,
Go ahead.
Mr. Ortega is a resident of Mississippi. He is not a Texas resident, so that would need to be addressed with the court as well.
Okay. I'll ask Charles, is this case transferable, Mario? It may be, but in any event, if it's not, I'll allow him to report to probation by Zoom. He lives in another state, okay? And just, I should have said this earlier for the whole audience, that anyone moving forward with the plea bargain, if you have in your plea, the number of community service hours that you'll assess, if you have been vaccinated, the court will give you 24 hours of credit. And if you've been boosted, I'll give you an extra 5. So altogether, you can earn 29 hours of credit towards any community service hours in a plea. That is just a standing policy in County Court 12. I do believe getting vaccinated is a community effort, okay? All right, so there's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Ortega, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Yes, please.
Okay, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Ortega. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to move forward with, okay. Brian, are you ready on Nicole Marin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right. All right, Mr. Arnett, you can turn your camera on.
It is not working. Oh, there we go. It's not turning on?
Oh, there. We see you now, Ryan. All right. All right. So at this time, the court will call the case of Nicole Renee Marin, cause number 710319. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Anthony Antagetta for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Miss Maureen.
Good morning, Miss Marin. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Nicole Renee Marin has been charged with a DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Marin, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Judge.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Marin, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The state moves to waive count 1 of the information and proceed on count 2, obstruction.
Is there any objections?
No objections.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred, a victim impact panel, DWI education, a TAP eval in compliance with all recommendations, 40 hours of community service, and ignition interlock half term.
All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Marin, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I can call you back to court, I can revoke the probation, and I can sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty, very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty. File has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with the count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, a VIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 40 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisor fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
Nothing, and nothing from the defense.
There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Marin, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem. Good luck to you, Ms. Moran. Okay, just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused. Okay, I'm gonna chop up. I'm gonna do a wedding in the court right quick, and then I want you to put me into the breakout room with the mental health court. Are there any, please, before I get in that room?
No, Judge.
Judge, real
yes.
quick, I'm sorry. There's no pleas. I just want to let you know that I sent the TIC for that first case we pled through Adobe Sign.
Okay, good. I'll sign that in a few minutes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right.
And then Booker, do you want me to just go back to 5 or do you want to reassign me to a different room?
No, go back to 5.
Okay.
Robbie Jones. Robbie Jones.
I'm here, sir.
What are you gonna do as far as an attorney? Did you want a court appointed or are you gonna hire one?
I would need a court appointed attorney today.
Okay, I'll get you a court appointed attorney. One moment.
Hey, Booker, can I have a minute? You said a Friday or a Monday?
Brian. Oriole.
Hey, good morning. Spoke with the ADA. We got an offer in the file. I'm gonna just ask for one final pretrial setting, if we can, 30 days out. And if we're end up accepting the offer, then I'll get with you to come in earlier than that date to get that taken care of.
Sounds good. All right, it's gonna be October 16th.
Okay, thank you, sir. May Mr. Boytes not be excused.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Brian.
Yes, I need a breakout room with Sharice Dudley to go over plea paperwork, and then breakout room with Randy Fentress as well. Knock those two out. And then Pamela Jeffrey is most likely going to need to be reset. I'm not on her second case, the failure to ID. It's David Cuellar. And so, and that file's in dictation. So wasn't able to get just an offer on the criminal trespass for today.
Okay, who do you want to talk to first?
We'll go with Sharice first, so that way we can get that plea paperwork done and submitted to you guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I didn't even realize I.
Mr. Acevedo.
Good morning, Booker. I'm here on Angela Alvarado. We have an offer for a conditional dismissal, but I have to get a couple of classes done. If we can get like 45 days, hopefully we can have it dismissed before that setting.
Sounds good.
I remember it being Thursday. But I might be just remembering it being Thursday because I know it was the day I was there and I got you back up Friday.
October 23rd.
That should work.
Alrighty, Ms. Alvarado, did you get your reset date?
It's October 23rd.
That's correct.
Okay.
And Angela, I'll give you a call here in a minute to explain everything to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Booker.
No problem. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Ashley.
Hey, Booker, good morning.
Morning.
We are ready on Mr. Cannon's case when you're ready, when the court's ready.
Sounds good. I'll get the file ready for judge.
Thank you.
Hey, Booker, this is Ed Garza. I've been in the breakout room for now 45 minutes. Is anybody from the state going to hop in and talk to me about it?
Yes.
I think I'm in room number 10.
Yeah, you're next. If you go back to number 10.
Okay.
Tom.
Morning, Booker. I conferred on Mr. Lopez. Maybe we have a reset date, and then can you put me into a breakout room with my client that we can be excused from once we're done in there, please?
Yes. It's going to be October 17th.
17th. Thanks, sir.
And then let's see. All right, Tommy, if you go back to 13, I'll put them in there with you.
Thank you. Jesse, you're going to have to go to the breakout room 13. There you go.
Rogelio.
Hey, Booker. Thanks. Good morning. On my first client, number 24, Miss Martinez is prepared to accept the deal from the state. I'll send you an email on that accordingly. And then if I could also have a breakout room, please, for number 40, Mr. Servin Rodriguez.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
My name's Antonio Munoz.
I'll be with you in a second, sir.
Huh? Sorry.
Servin Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, there you are. You're under Hector Servin.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, Booker. This is Attorney Warren Gary. Can I get moved to a breakout room with Juliana Padilla?
Brian.
Yes, can I please get a breakout room with Randy Fentress? And then all of the plea paperwork, I believe, should be submitted for Sharice Dudley. That should be good to go whenever judge is ready. I do know she's in mental health court right now, so I understand that could be a little while.
Okay. Go back to 3 and I'll put Randy in there with you.
Thank you very much.
Miss Pratt.
Yes, I just received an offer from the state. I'd like to talk to my client about it.
All right. Let's see. All right, if you go back to room 15, I'll put her in there with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sorry, Booker. Can you send me back with Aragon, please?
Yes.
Cabrera? Thank you.
Pat.
I have that Jedediah Penalver. And last time I missed court, I was stuck in juvenile. So he was given the reset for today, but I can't get a hold of him and he's not on the Zoom. Do you know if he's in the courtroom?
No, he's let me see. No, he's not.
I think he's been there 4 times before, so he's got a track record of showing up, and the offer is a conditional dismissal. Can you ask the judge to recall the case on Monday rather than issue a warrant that could be executed over the weekend?
Yeah, I will check to see.
All right.
I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I'll check to see if he's outside the courtroom or if he showed up. But yeah, you're excused. If he shows up or anything, then I'll call you or send you a text.
Hit me with a text. Thanks. Bye.
No problem.
Hey there, Mr. Booker. I have an update whenever y'all are ready.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Happy Friday, brother. I did confer with Alexis. Because of my client's pending felony case, it's set for trial on October, I think, 23rd. She's under orders not to like dispose of this case until the felony is disposed of. So, and I'm okay with that. So the parties are just wanting a reset.
All right, let's see.
No, not at all.
All right, so Charlie said it's on 10/23. I'm gonna set my case for 10/24.
That sounds perfect, Mr. Booker. I'll go ahead and let my client know, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend, sir.
You too.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
No problem.
But if
Yeah.
their clerk of court, who is an elected official.
Good morning, Booker.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Two of the jury board.
So we're working on a plea on Mr. Wilson, and I sent him plea papers. Some of it's finished. When it's all finished, can I send it to you, or do we need to do it through Adobe Sign?
Unknown caller. I just like, don't about it. I was addressing the.
Yeah, you can email it to me, and I'll just print it out, and put it in the file.
Okay. On Tracy Dvorak, the states made me an offer today that I want to discuss with my client, and I just asked to reset her to a Zoom docket in about 30 days if we can.
Yeah, October 16th.
I think that's fine. And then on I have 4 other clients that are all have been referred to DWI court that we're waiting on them to do a screening. So that's Ryan Garza, Philip Chavez. I know those 2 have been, I've submitted paperwork. I thought that I had on De La Torre. But I don't know if you can confirm that, Booker, or if I can certainly send it if I haven't.
Let's see.
And if you can't tell me that now, that's fine. We could reset and I can check back with you offline.
And her being elected official. Very good. So I'm guessing she should be like.
On De La Torre. We haven't gotten anything on that one.
Okay.
So I will reset that one to October 20th. Or Zoom.
All of the other things that she'll learn. All of the processes and all that.
And then we have,
Abner Davis was the other um, case that I'm not sure if the paperwork's been submitted.
So I don't know what's happening. I can see this list overseeing literally everything.
And just to confirm on Mr. Delatorre, you said October 20th, correct?
correct. On him, I show referral was closed. Not sure why.
Okay. Can we put him on this? Well, okay. I guess I need to look into that and see, because unless, is that sufficient for us to move forward? If we wanted to do a plea?
Yes.
Okay. Let's, if we could set him on the 20th for a plea. And
Okay.
I'll get with Mr. Davis offline and we'll talk.
Maybe the 15th. As Mr. Vino.
That sounds good.
And then on Mr. Chavez, Philip Chavez, I know we submitted the referral paperwork. I don't believe he's had the screening yet. Can we make sure that you have it, or do you want me to reach out to you later?
Let me check on that one. Yes, I do show the referral has been sent. There's no update yet. Let me.
And I don't believe he's heard from anybody.
Okay, I set him for the 20th also.
Okay, that's great. So so that means Ms. Dvorak and Mr. Davis and Mr. Delatorre and Mr. Chavez can all be excused, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you,
let's
Booker.
see. Mr. Davis, Mr. Chavez, all your court dates are reset to October 20th. And Ms. Tracy, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, has been reset to October 16th.
Okay, thank you. And I can go now?
Yes, ma'am, you're free to log off.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you.
And then Booker, could I go into a breakout room with Mr. Wilson, Anthony Wilson?
Yes.
Tim.
Philip, you can log off, please. You can call me. Or Ryan, you can log off. You can call me.
Oh, okay. I'm free to go.
Thank you.
Yes, you're free to log off. Sir.
Oh, what was my court date?
October 20th.
October 20th for Ryan Garza.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Booker, this is Ed Garza. Can I have a breakout room with Ariana Polk, my client?
Yes. Warren.
Good morning, Booker. So I talked with the state and my client. I believe we will be wanting to take a plea today if that's possible. I'll just need the plea paperwork. My client is having issues with her audio, and I'm trying to figure out and troubleshoot what that problem is. So I don't know if we can't resolve that audio problem, if we can set it for an in-person plea.
All right, just go ahead and send me an email with her email address and everything, and then we can try to move forward with that.
Yes, okay, thanks.
No problem. Amy.
Did you say Jeannie Hen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cut off. I have Jefferson Valines. And I conferred with Anthony, and the state is meeting with the complainant this coming week. So I need one final pretrial reset.
Sounds good. Let's see. I'm gonna set it for October 3rd. Try to put the pressure on them. Either they're gonna move forward or they're gonna dismiss.
Do something.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
October 3rd. Thank you much.
No
Happy
problem.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
What pleas do we have so far, Booker?
We have for number 4, I think we're gonna go on the MTR. And then 12. And I know there was one more. 1 second. Let's see. Oh, 24.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. Ms. Pratt.
Hi, so I discussed the offer with my client. We need one more setting to think it over, and then we're gonna be ready to do something. Or if you want to set it for trial, I don't know.
Let's see. Okay, you can give you one more. I'll set that one for October 9th.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Not a
day.
problem. You too.
Bye-bye.
How many times have you gone and we're like, okay, they're gonna plea in today, we need to get the file from the court.
Helio.
Hey, Booker. On number 40, Servin Rodriguez, we've got a conditional dismissal on that one. I'm respectfully asking for 30 days to get the restitution paid. I think we should be able to dispose of it by then.
Sounds good. October 17th.
October 17th. Thank you. And I believe my client is on there but speaks Spanish. Could I let him know to make sure that he gets that date?
Sure thing.
Okay, thank you. Señor Servín Rodríguez, ¿está presente?
Sí.
La próxima fecha de...
O presentar en la corte.
Sí, pero antes de eso vamos a hablar como quiera.
Ok,
Me
gracias.
llama, por favor.
Sí,
Ok, gracias.
ya me puedo ir, ¿verdad?
Mr. Booker, is my client excused?
Yes, sir. He's free to log off.
Okay, thank you. Sí, gracias.
Gracias. Bye.
Booker, do you got a minute? Ed Garza.
Yes.
I'm back from the breakout room with Ariana, and I spoke to Alexis, and we've discussed a preliminary type of plea offer, but we would like to have her think about it for a little. And so if we could have one more pre-trial conference. I think this is only our second setting, I believe. On Ariana Polk.
Let's see. All right, October 13th.
October 13th?
Correct.
Okay, Ariana, did you hear that?
She's still in a breakout room. 1 second.
Oh, okay. Can I go back there and then be excused?
Yeah, yes, she is.
Okay. Ariana, okay, we're due to come back to court on October the 13th.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll send you the link.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
May we be excused?
Yes, you guys are both free to log off.
Thank you. You can log off now.
Here.
Yes, I'm still waiting to speak with a DA, please.
Let's see.
Waiting on Anthony Booker.
Okay.
Hey, Booker, could I grab a quick reset?
Yes.
For Randy Fentress, he just signed an affidavit of non-driving today. Just 30 days, gonna get community service done, whether it's through normal means, donation, or vaccination.
In 16.
10/16. All right, Randy, did you get the court date?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's also going to be by Zoom on Monday. So just you'll be able to appear by Zoom, and you should be free to log off.
Thank you.
Yep.
Don't forget.
You too.
Brian, what was your last part? Brian.
Right now we're waiting on judge for a plea for Sharice Dudley, and then for Michelle McGowan, I was conferring with Anthony, and there's something that we forgot to talk about, so I just have to talk to him one more time.
Booker, can you put me in a room with Rogelio, please?
Yes.
My goodness, Booker, it's like normal. I walked all the way back to my office and then logged back on. Daniel, do I get paperwork from you or do I get it from a prosecutor?
Me.
Can you send it to me?
And I just need you to
Give you his email?
correct. You can send it to me in an email.
Let me check. I just want to make sure he's at the one that he's usually sitting at. He's still logged on, isn't he? Daniel? I told him not to log off.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
there it is.
there you go. Will you, I just texted you, Daniel. Will you send me your email so I can make sure I have it the right one?
Okay.
Thank you. Booker, could you put me in a breakout room with Daniel and I'll finish the paperwork. I've done my side.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, Book, is there any way we can get Judge to come out and take care of the MTR as soon as we can? Because I have to go to an ER in
Sure.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, let me go check on her.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Warren.
Yes, Booker. So my client unfortunately can't get her sound to work. Can we set this for in-person, please?
Sure.
And then I don't know if the court has availability on the 26th. She doesn't have a vehicle anymore. But she believes she'll definitely be able to get her friend to take her on the 26th. I'm sorry, of September.
That's fine.
Okay, fantastic.
Hey, you can I think she's still in a breakout room. You can let her know that she's been reset to the 26th and she's free to log out.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Booker.
You're welcome. Rogelio.
Booker, could I please get a breakout room with Miss Alma Martinez just for a few minutes?
Booker, this is Karen Corby.
Yes, ma'am.
My client has decided not to do anything with his case today. He's got a felony pending that's at 1024. So can we just reset? He's got 3 misdemeanors. We were going to try to take care of the MTR today, but he doesn't want to.
Okay, I'll set him at the same day as the felony.
Thank you. Have excused?
Yes.
All right. Have a
Alrighty,
great
have a good
weekend.
one. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Ryan.
Yes, can we please get a reset from Michelle? The Coban has previously been requested, but Anthony's going to send a follow-up request just because he doesn't see it in his records where he's ever requested it. So he's going to request the Coban. If we could get a Zoom date for Michelle, that would be best. And then we're going to figure out what's going on with the Coban by next setting.
Ten 16.
All right, Michelle, you've been reset for your next court date of October 16th. Still just waiting on those videos. If you have any questions about the videos or anything, please feel free to give me a call or an email. But I will send you the Zoom link and we'll get an update on the 16th. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And she's excused, Booker?
Yeah, she's for the logout.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that should be it for me besides Ms. Dudley. So I will be around for the plea whenever Judge is ready.
Sounds good.
Alonza Burke, are you on the Zoom? Alonza?
Hey Booker, this is Ashley Morgan.
Yes, ma'am.
I have an off-duty, or not an off-duty, an off-docket matter. I was going to see if I could confer with the prosecutor if we have some free time.
Sure. I know I have one of my prosecutors that are free.
See Alexis.
Where is she? Where is she? Okay.
We're ready, Booker, whenever y'all are.
Thank you, ma'am. Antonio Munoz.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I have your attorney in my office. Your court date has been reset to October 20th.
All righty. October 20th was
Yes, sir.
same time on the clock.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
All right, you're free to log off.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You too.
To my,
Bye.
to my Lord, thank you.
Hi, Booker. Are they still meeting in the breakout room?
Yes. Did you want to go back in there?
Yes, please.
Mr. Gomez, Victor.
Yes, sir.
Hey, your attorney's in my office. Your court date has been reset to October 20th.
Okay, Zoom or in person?
That'll be on Zoom day, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You want to put me, I'm gonna send back on, put me in a breaker.
Hey, Book. Alexis is gonna be taking care of the MTR and the pleas. I'm gonna have to go ahead and take off to go to that urgent care, okay? Yeah, I know. I
I'll play
know.
my violin for you.
I appreciate it. It'll give me a good soundtrack.
All right, man. Take it easy. I hope everything works out.
Good going. Appreciate you.
No problem. Tim.
Hey, Booker, I sent 2 emails to you. The second email is the one that has the correct papers, and the subject will say corrected plea papers.
Got it. Fresh off the press.
All right, thank you. And I signed the discovery acknowledgement as well.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go,
Can you let me know what other pleas are going, Booker? I only have the ones that I was gonna do. I'm not sure which ones Anthony was gonna do.
okay, so, Irene, you're there? Irene?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so here are all the numbers. Number one. But it's not ready just yet, but it will be a plea. 1, 12, 15, 24. 41.
Did you say 41?
What number was that?
41, 41. And then Alexis, let me give you this add-on. 626633 for Anthony Wilson.
626633,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's gonna be a plea?
Yes.
Okay. And who's
So
the
let me-
attorney on that?
Tim Roundtree.
And he already got discovery, you said?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kimbrough, sir.
Yes, sir.
For Irene Brown, is that a compliance?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
follow-up. It's a follow-up.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to Judge right now, so we just I want to make sure.
Okay.
Charles. Charles, you still there? Charles, you're there? Booker, did Charles step away?
I believe so.
Okay, I was gonna do the compliance hearing with Ms. Brown first, but all right, I'll put that aside and wait till Charles gets back. Let's start in with the police then. I have David Garza first.
No, Judge, Danielle's almost finished with paperwork on that one.
Okay, so I'll move to Anthony Wilson.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go then. At this time, the court will call the case of Anthony Mark Wilson, cause number 626633. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Tim Roundtree for Mr. Wilson.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very good. How are you, Your Honor?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Anthony Mark Wilson who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea this morning?
I am.
Mr. Wilson, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
For the most part, yes, Your Honor.
Well, that cannot be good enough because if you do not understand that document,
Yes,
I cannot.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I understand it.
Okay, so those are some pretty important constitutional rights you're waiving. And I want to be assured that you understand that you are waiving some important constitutional rights. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you went over that document with your attorney, and I'll ask again, did you completely understand that document? I don't mind. We
Yes.
can step back and you can go back into a breakout room and talk some more with your attorney about this.
No,
Would you
no,
prefer
Your
that?
Honor. I'm confident we're making the best move at this time, and I'm
Okay.
compliant.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, right. Mr. Wilson, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. State, is there agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The state moves to waive the enhancement and proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court cost, 180 days probated for 12 months, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, 40 hours community service, and restitution, if any, to Sandra Mays. Sandra, common spelling, Mays, Mayes.
Okay. ES.
Yes, Mayes.
Okay. So restitution, if any. All right. So is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest. Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Found this been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWID, $500 fine, court cost, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 12 months, DWI education class, a DIP class, a TAP evaluation to follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 40 hours of community service, restitution, if any, to Sandra Mays. I'll set supervisory fee at $40 a month. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wilson now lives in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So we would ask that he have permission to report by Zoom.
Okay. All right. I'll give permission for him to report by Zoom, see what probation says, but at least we're addressing it.
Okay. And then Judge, for Mr. Wilson's data sheet, he was unable to fill that in himself. So I filled it in with what he relayed to me.
Okay.
And I sent it to him and Anthony reviewed that and it was correct. Is that correct?
Okay. Very good. Okay. Very good. All right. Anything else, Counselor?
That's all I have, Judge.
All right.
The travel?
Oh, does he have, he doesn't have any travel restriction, correct, Judge, since he's out of state?
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to put you guys in the breakout room with Charles, and he's going to give you more information. He lives out of state. I've given him permission to report to probation by Zoom. He still has to have that ignition on, because I know for a fact Smart Start is like all over the nation, right?
That's correct.
So I'll let Charles talk more to you guys about that, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Wilson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, good luck to you, Mr. Wilson. Look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. So let's move on to.
Tim, were you going into that breakout room? Oh, was he going or no?
Yeah, Tim said he would go too, I think.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have DeAndre Cannon. Everybody present for that? Okay. Okay. At this time, the court will call the case of DeAndre Michael Cannon, cause number 700475. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Ashley Morgan on behalf of Mr. Cannon.
Okay. Good morning to you, Mr. Cannon. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same DeAndre Michael Cannon who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
He is, Judge.
Mr. Cannon, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Cannon, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes.
State, is there agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The state moves to waive the enhancement and proceed on a Class B DWI first.
Any objections?
There's no objection.
Answered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $600 fine, court cost, 12 months deferred, 48 hours community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, and ignition interlock for half term.
Community service hours?
48.
48, okay. All right. So is everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge. He has done his DWI education and his victim impact panel up front. He is also a full-time student. I'm not sure if the court gives credit for community service, but he's taking 18 hours this semester and plans on being enrolled next semester as well.
Well, you know, I give 24 hours of credit if you've been vaccinated, 5 more if you've been boosted. So he can earn up to 29 hours of credit. I mean, he just shows proof, you know, by photocopying his back card. I do believe getting vaccinated is a community effort. That's just a standard policy in County Court 12. That goes for anybody, okay? All right, let's see, anything else?
That's a
From the
judge.
state.
Okay, all right. Mr. Cannon, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, found it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're gonna move forward with a DWIB, a $600 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, which I understand has already been done, a VIP class also done, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from other side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing, Judge. Thank you.
There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargain. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Cannon, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Cambro. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counsel, that you want to go into that breakout room also.
Yes, I can go.
Very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Cannon. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this. Everyone is excused. Okay, good luck to you guys. All right. Next, we have Daniel Villalobos. Everybody ready on that one?
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Daniel, if you can turn your camera on, love.
Yeah. Okay, at this time, the court will call the case of Daniel Alejandro Villalobos, cause number 707712. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Valerie Headland for Mr. Villalobos, but I don't see him, Your Honor. I don't know.
Oh, is he
He's
on?
not hearing us. I see Daniel, but there he
Oh,
is.
there he is. There you, Daniel. Okay, there you are. Okay, very good. All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Villalobos. How are you doing?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm good, and you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Daniel Alejandro Villalobos who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea this morning?
I am.
Mr. Villalobos, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am.
All right. Mr. Villalobos, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The state moves to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2 obstruction.
Any
No
objections?
objection. No objection, Your Honor.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court cost, 12 months deferred, DWI education, victim impact panel, 36 hours of community service, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, and $60 restitution to DPS.
All right. Is everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well. All right, Mr. Villalobos, I see you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, found it voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DW education class, a VIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock half the term, 36 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40 a month. So anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, briefly, Your Honor, if I may. I don't know if I'm coming in clear. My video looks like it's lagging on my side. So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can hear you fine. because-
Your Honor, Mr. Villalobos lives in Harris County. He lives in Houston. So we would just request permission to either transfer to Harris County or to allow him to report via Zoom to probation.
Okay. I'm gonna don't take the file counsel that I'm gonna give him permission to be allowed to report to probation by Zoom. But sometimes Charles, like he's been here so much longer than I, he knows all the things probation, will say, Judge, we can transfer this case. But you guys, when you go into the breakout room in a few moments, I'll let you talk to Charles about it. And then you can tell Charles that I did give him permission to report to Zoom if that's allowable. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing else, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Villalobos, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, do you want to go into that room also?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah. Good luck to you, Mr. Villalobos. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next we have Alma Delia Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rogelio Ortiz on behalf of Ms. Martinez.
Okay, very good. Okay. At this time, the court is going to call the case of Alma Delia Martinez, cause number 673988. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Rogelio Ortiz for Ms. Martinez.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Martinez. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Your Honor. How are you?
Where's Ms. Martinez? Is her camera on?
I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. There she is. I see. Okay. All right. Are you the same Alma Delia Martinez that's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent for in the plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Martinez, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Martinez, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is there in agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The state moves to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2 obstruction.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Entered.
The terms of the agreement are going to be a $500 fine, court cost, 12 months deferred, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, ignition interlock for half term, and 48 hours community service.
All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
That's exactly our understanding, Your Honor.
Very good. Ms. Martinez, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this? Ms. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No, I think,
It requires a
contest.
guilty plea, Your Honor, for an obstruction.
yeah, so I think it's the DA's policy that when you get an obstruction offer, you have to plead guilty on the record.
That's correct.
Guilty.
Your Honor, I believe my client is inclined to enter a plea of guilty.
Okay, very well. Is this true, Ms. Martinez? I'll ask you, what is your plea again?
Yes.
Guilty?
Guilty.
Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, find it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a DWI. We're going to move forward with a count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, a VIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Not for the defense, Your Honor.
There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Martinez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with our probation officer, Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you, Ms. Martinez. Good luck to you. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let's move on to Sharice Dudley. Everybody present for that one? Is that yours also, Rogelio? Oh, Ryan.
No, Your Honor, that's mine.
Okay, all right. Here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Sharice Lene Dudley, cause number 7052, no, 5752. 075752. Record right. Could each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Ms. Dudley.
Good morning, Ms. Dudley. How are you doing?
Good, and yourself, Your Honor?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Sharice Lene Dudley who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Dudley, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Dudley, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement are going to be a $600 fine, court cost, 12 months Bexar County Jail, probated for 18 months, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation and compliance with all recommendations, 60 hours community service, and ignition interlock for half term.
Okay. Is this everybody's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Dudley, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. And I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $600 fine, court costs 12 months in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 18 months, DWI education class, the VIP class, a TAP evaluation and follow all recommendations, ignition interlock for half the term, 60, well, no, was that 60 hours of community service? Was that 60?
60, Your Honor.
60
Yes, 60.
hours of community service, and I set supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. I did forget to mention that Ms. Dudley does not currently have a car. She is scheduled to come to our office on September 25th. So not this Monday, but next Monday, to sign the affidavit of non-driving that we can provide to the court.
Okay, all right. So we'll switch that from a PAM device, a portable alcohol monitoring device, half the term, with an affidavit of non-driving to come. All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing else from the defense.
Nothing from the state.
If there's nothing else from either side, ma'am, I have followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Dudley, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. No problem. Good luck to you, Ms. Dudley. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on taking care of this matter. All right. So, Booker, we have David Garza or I think Miss Brown's case.
Judge, David Garza, Ms. Cranberg and the defendant are both here. They're ready to go.
Okay, all right. Danielle, here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of David Garza, cause number 691182. Could each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Alexis Garcia for the state.
Danielle Cranberg for the defense.
Good morning, Mr. Garza. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Doing good.
Yeah, good to hear. Are you the same David Garza who's been charged with the resisting arrest? Is that you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Garza, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Garza, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The terms of the agreement are going to be a $0 fine, court cost, 4 days Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the judgment satisfied.
All right. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Garza, how do you plead to this? How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest. Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Bond has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into. I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with a $0 fine. Court calls 4 days. That was 14 days or 4 days, Alexis?
4 days, Your Honor. 4.
Oh, I put 14. 4 days in the Bexar County Jail. Credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
There's nothing else from either side. Sir, I followed your plea bargain agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Garza, if you do not have anything else they're holding you in jail, you should be let out later today, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Everybody's excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on taking care of this matter. All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Judge, have a good weekend.
Good luck to you, Mr. Garza. All right, so we can take up the, well, is Charles out? I don't think Charles is out. The compliance hearing.
Judge, she's almost done with the previous defendant.
Okay, all right. Brian, Michelle, I see you guys are on.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we got John on and we got Alonza on, okay? So John, why would you not get on the Zoom for your court hearing today?
I had my phone on silent. I didn't set myself a reminder and I just simply didn't wake up. I apologize about that.
I mean, John, I'm not the one that was going to get ready to go to, because I was getting ready to issue a warrant for your arrest. Like, you're in a special court, but you are still in court. And saying, when you were given a court date, you need to appear to that court date. I'm very happy to see you here for your sake, okay? For your sake.
And I'm glad to be here too.
Okay, so we let me see what we talked about. Well, we really didn't talk because you weren't here, and I just wrote FTA issue warrant. But I mean, how was he doing, Michelle?
So as far as Crystal Counseling, he's been engaging. They're working on some income sources and applying for insurance.
Okay.
He does need to call Trey after court. As far as pretrial, he had no missed calls. On 9/9, he had a missed call, which he had already advised about that. 9/11, I have it as pending.
So what day was the missed call?
On
Saturday.
9/9? Yeah,
Huh?
Saturday.
All right. So John, I had already admonished everybody on this recall docket about the continued missed calls. So this is a step-up program. So I taught you, I gave you a lecture last week. So this week, you're going to get a jury box sanction. I want you to appear in court on Monday at 9 o'clock to serve your jury box sanction because you are on the recall docket and there should be complete compliance. There should be no missed calls or missed UA because that is the very reason you're on the recall docket. So Monday,
What is
9 o'clock.
What is jury box? I'm sorry.
That means that you will come up to court, sit in my jury box all morning and just listen to Judge Huff go on and on and on all morning long, right? That is a sanction for missing a call when I already gave you a lecture last Friday not to have any missed calls. Because
Yes, ma'am.
John, how often do you have to call in this
Every
program?
day for a whole
Yes.
year.
I should not be having this lecture with anyone reminding them to call, because you don't have to wake up tomorrow and think, do I have to call or not? The answer is yes, because you have to call every single day. So that's the low hanging fruit. I don't know why you guys are not doing this and still having missed calls. All right. But I will see you Monday at 9:00, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Your court date is next Friday at 9:22. Were you going to say something?
Yes, Judge, we also are scheduling an OSAR for him because he's had
Slip up.
positives and he's admitted to meth.
Okay. All right. Let's schedule that OSAR then. And John, the team will tell you what date when that OSAR gets set up, what date you have to go for that evaluation. Okay.
And Judge,
Yes,
one
ma'am.
last thing, he had advised Elizabeth yesterday that he was going out of town for the bull riding or rodeo thing. So is that something the court's going to approve?
I don't know, because John is getting ready to do a jury box sanction because he's in a recall dock and he's still missing calls. Like, he's going to get a reward to go out of town, because if you were not missing calls and doing everything you asked, yes, John is getting it. He's understanding why he's on the recall dock. John, when is that? When are you asking to go out of town? What are those days?
Wednesday and Saturdays.
You mean every Wednesday and every Saturday?
It's every Wednesday, but this is the first rodeo that I'm doing this year.
Well, I see you on a crutch there. Are you still doing a rodeo?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be involved in a rodeo. What are you going to be
Yes.
doing in the rodeo? What is your
Bull
job?
riding. Bull
You're going to
riding.
be bull riding. You walking on a crutch right now.
It's just for 8 seconds.
Okay.
It sounds crazy, but yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me think about that, Michelle. Like, tell Elizabeth to go ahead and prepare it. Send it over and I'll consider that. Not saying straight up yes, John, because I want you to understand that you're in a program. You have to do, I want you to do well in this program, John. You're doing well. You're doing the hard work for yourself. You're not doing me a favor. You're doing yourself a favor, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want you to think about that. So if you're not doing what you need to be doing in this program, why would I reward you to go out of town every Wednesday and Saturday? Think about that, okay? In the meantime, I will see you Monday for your jury box sanction. Elizabeth will send over that that request for the trial, and Judge Huffman will consider it when I get it, okay? All right,
Yes, ma'am.
anything else? Anybody for John?
John, you need to get in contact again with Trey Lynn after court, and also contact Ms. Benzine to give her the information she needs to write up the travel pass.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, John, you're free to log on.
Thank you.
Alonzo, I saw her earlier. Did she get back on? Alonzo, turn on your camera, Alonzo.
She is not on. She jumped off.
Just she's in the breakout room with Brian.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Okay. All right. So Charles is back out. So Miss Irene Brown. There she is, Charles. Hey, Charles, did y'all get a chance to talk?
Yes, ma'am, we did. This is a follow-up, Judge, from the last compliance hearing that you ordered.
What did I say? Did I say I want to meet her again?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Irene Brown. I'm surprised I did not write that. Because usually I write my little notes to myself. Okay. So tell me, what did I say, Charles? Treatments, zero tolerance. Did she do the zero tolerance for the period
Yes,
of
ma'am.
60
She
days?
did the zero tolerance, and the officer is recommending that we remove the device. And that she's been doing well. They just want her to continue with the conditions that were ordered, zero tolerance and your regular UAs.
Okay, because Miss Brown, as I see it, you're getting ready to be done with this 11/10, Charles?
Yes, ma'am.
November 10th. All right, November 10th, right? And I like to say, I'm gonna challenge you that the device is gonna be off now. Charles is telling me you did great, zero tolerance. That's really good to hear, okay? It's very good to hear. You want that device off. That's costing you a lot of money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Then probation will send me that order, and I'll order that the device be removed. As soon as I sign that order, that device can be removed like the next day, okay? Usually I get everything signed by the end of the day in my queue. Let's see here. All right, Charles, was there anything else?
No, ma'am. That was all
Okay.
I had.
Good, Miss Brown. I'm sorry it took so long. This is my recall mental health day also. So if you stay on this path that you're on, Miss Brown, stay on this path. I will gladly, happily sign that to terminate the probation order. Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay on this path of no, zero. Just stay on incomplete compliance. Okay. And you're almost there. You're in September. We just have October, November 10th. Give yourself a happy early Christmas present and be off probation. Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I will do that.
Okay, good. Keep up the good work, okay? And I'll sign that document as soon as they send it over to me. All right. All right. So did we get Alonzo back? No? She's still talking to Brian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. So who else?
Travis.
Yes, good morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing good. What's going on?
Your Honor, I have Alexis Ortiz. I talked to the prosecutor. They have made an offer of conditional dismissal. I just need to speak to my client, and it sounds like a great deal, of course.
Okay, Alexis Ortiz, what number?
52.
52. Okay, good. She was here too. Good thing. Okay, Alexis, she's still on? Okay, there she is. Okay, so you guys need a short reset to get everything done?
Yeah. Well, short reset just so I can talk to her about the options, and then she can write in. It's and 20 hours of community service.
Okay, very good.
Theft, it's a shop.
What we got, Booker, for a reset date?
October 9th.
October 9th. Okay. So Miss Alexis Ortiz, I understand that they're offering you this conditional dismissal. You need to get a few things done. And when we come back on October 9th, if you've done those things, then the state is saying they'll dismiss the case, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
October 9th, all right? So you are free to log off. Counselor, do you have any other matters? Did you want to
No,
talk to
thank you very much, Judge. I'll call her. I'll just call
okay,
the phone.
okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. Thank you,
Thank you.
Ms. Ortiz. You're free to log off. Who else we got, Booker? Oh, Miss Brown, you're free to log off also.
Thank
You're
you.
free to- okay. So
State be excused, Judge. I think we're good.
yes, yeah, you're good to go,
Okay,
Alexis.
sounds good. Have a good weekend, everyone.
You too. Who is still there? So we have Charles, and we still have Brian and Alonzo. They are back. There we go, Brian. You have Alonzo?
I just spoke with her, Your Honor. She's probably still in the breakout room.
Okay, Booker, can you bring her back out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There she is. All right. Alonzo, you were on the docket this morning. I actually checked you in. Why did you jump off the Zoom? You could unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Alonzo.
Sorry about that. I didn't know that we were, I thought we were done. I'm sorry.
I mean, how could you think we were done? I didn't even talk to you. Did I even say one thing to you?
No, because you were just like, okay, like we can leave the room now. And I thought that it was over for everyone.
I said that?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you were talking about like a breakout room or whatever. Not really
Okay.
like the whole thing.
No, Alonzo, you cannot leave. You know I talk to you every time you go to court, right? That's the actual little short hearing you have with Judge Huff. So when you come to court, if I haven't talked directly to you and we discussed, how you're doing in the program, then you can't leave, and then I give you your court date, right? So you could not leave if that has not occurred. Like every time you come to court, in the mental health court, do you come and sit before me and have a chat with me?
Yes.
You do. So that's the clue today. Like I did not do that today. Judge Huff has not talked to me, so I cannot leave yet. Okay. So anyway, we're back. Thank God, because I did not want to issue a warrant for you, Alonzo. All right, Alonzo. But this is what's going on from last Friday to this Friday. You're on the recall docket. Missed calls, missed UAs, missed appointments. Crystal Counseling is telling me that they have not been able to get a hold of you. Why are you not meeting with your mental health team, Alonzo?
I don't know, because I'm just thinking that Trey Lynn is like the only person that is supposed to be meeting with me, but it turns out like they switch like every couple of weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't really sure like who was in charge of the week. And
Okay. All right, Alonzo, just allow me to be very blunt. I'm going to be very blunt and direct with you. Alonzo, I think that you are not doing well in this program because you are still heavily involved with drugs. I think you are still doing cocaine. I think you're in total non-compliance. I am ordering, Alonzo, I'm going to order you into the Alpha Home. That is an inpatient recovery program. You cannot even begin to do well in this program until we address the substance abuse. There is a reason that you came to the mental health court. You wanted help. You want to get, your life is in chaos, right? You want some serenity, some peace in your life. And so we got to start addressing the mental health issues, the substance abuse issues. If we can't even start addressing them, that I have to do something as judge is like, what